I was trying to find something on YouTube on how these text box works in OpenOffice Impress. So here I am using OBS to capture OpenOffice. This is OpenOffice 4.1.3, the latest in early 2023. Here's a slide that I'm working with. And what I do is I set up a number. These are all text boxes because I want to animate them individually. And in order to demonstrate this, what I needed to do is have a white background. These are actually white. This is a white text. You can see, well, see, I clicked on this and it's showing this turquoise color. If I click down here, we're showing it's actually white. And I have shadow selected, so that's what you're seeing. You can't see the white on the white background of the slide. And this is the text size is 36. If I click here, you see text size 40 for that. All the rest, well, that one's 40 and that one's 36. So I changed it a little bit so I can fit the text box, which you can see each one of these have a text box. And I will change the text size a little bit so the text can fit in the text box. Now, this is my, I guess you would call it, template slide that I use. So I have all these text boxes already ready to go. I'm not making large paragraphs. So if I don't want a text box, I'm going to use less. I just select this text box and hit the delete key. See, I was selecting inside the text box on text, so it's deleting text. So if I select the text box, I hit delete. So here's some things about the text box you just saw. If I click on this repeatedly, it changes colors. There's the turquoise and here's the red. With the red, it's locked. So you have the little crossbars which black out. You can't do anything with these red ones. You can with this, but we're not going to talk about rotating. But you can't move the corners or the edges. But if you click on here, you can move the whole box and get it like you want it. But let's say you want to expand the text box. You click on this until you get the turquoise button. Then you can actually pull it this way or this way. But once they're red, you can't pull it any which way. About the background of the slide. Talk about that for just a second. And how you can add text. So here's the text down here in the bottom left. And you click on that and you come up here and you can now click on this, click up here, and you can now start entering text. So there I have help in there, but I typed in all white letters. I need to actually select those all white letters. Then I can change them to some other color. And there we go. And then I can now stretch the box with that color. Or if I don't want to mess with the size of the box, I just click it until it's red and then I can move it around. With the text selected, I can shadow it. And there's not a lot of choice on what shadow you get. This changes here. It changes to styles and formatting. We click back on here. This changes back to the text, the size, whether or not it's bold, italic. Now, we can also, let's get this back. Right click. Okay, let's select the words. Right click. Select alignment and centered. Nothing happens. Right click, alignment, centered. All right, let's select just the box. right clicked. There's nothing. So sometimes this alignment thing will affect the text in the box, and sometimes it will affect the box in the whole thing. So now it's acting a little wonky, so I'm going to save it so I can get back to this point. And it saves to a copy that's on my desktop over here on my other screen. Here's properties, and if I have the slide selected, it's going to give you the properties of the whole slide. Let's X out of that. But if I have some text selected and I click on properties, it now has the properties of the text. See, this is marking it centered, align right, align left. So it's not doing what I would expect it to do. So let's just hit the delete key, and I deleted a letter. Let's see if we can delete the box. And we've deleted the box. Now let's go to one below properties called a master page. Now I tried to get a light page to demonstrate this, and so I clicked on this and it turned all of them. That's not a usual way that it's supposed to work. So I'm not going to click on any of these to demonstrate. So this is what I did, my workaround. If you're on the slide, you hit slide, then set background picture for the slide, and it gives you some folders to choose a picture from. So here's some of my pictures, and we'll put this one in there. To set up this white background, I had a picture of something that was mostly white. This is a picture background. So we're going to put this picture in there. And it wants to know if you want to do all pages or just this one. So we want just this one, so I'll put no. And finally we get it. So let's look at this box. Let's select all the letters in the box. Let's go up here to font color. Change the font color to something we can see. And look, here's my HEL down here still. So we're going to select on this box and hit delete again. See if we can make it go away. So now we want to animate this. There's also, before we get into animation, there's these bullets. Now I've tried to copy. You can hit this and copy and come down here and paste, and it puts it up there. But notice, I want to drag this down here, but notice the bullet is not there. So let's select the bullet here, bullets and numbering. Let's select these bullets here. Well, it's actually already pre-selected. It should come up with nothing selected. So you hit OK, the bullet's not added. So we select the whole thing, and we want to get rid of the bullets, like reset. Nothing happens. So if you have bullets already set, it's not going to perform predictably. You can't copy and paste with the bullets. Highlight this, hit the delete key, and it's gone. So let's animate. So come down here to this custom animation, and you get this screen, but you need to select something. So let's click this and click on add. And let's say we want it to fly in. If you change these, it's not always, see how it does? If you click automatic preview, it will preview what it's going to look like. So let's hit something else isn't available. And there went my screen in the back. So this is why I say back up often. All right, so I hit on OK. And now it's locked in. And now you can play the whole slide. I don't know what happened to the background. Well, there it comes. And there went the fly in. So the background comes back. Now we are in this effect. See that it's highlighted? It now has other things that you can do. You can change the speed to let's change it to very slow. Now here we go. The program just crashed. The following files will be recovered. So it has a pretty good recovery program. So we're going to recover it. Okay, well, I have my saved copy over here on my other desktop, and I'm just going to click on it, and you'll see, again, this comes up. Usually, start recovery, next, and it starts at the very beginning of the slide deck. So to come down here, and you can see it didn't include the animation. Could be my laptop, it could be my screens, it could be lots of things. It might not be OpenOffice. But anyway, that's how you work with these text boxes. And the reason that I have them is that I can animate each individual one. Now there are some special effects that will work on all the letters that are in it. You'll just have to try them and see. The way to get your slides is go through this is the most reliable. Set background picture for slide. Right? I lost it. No, not all pages. And so we'll have that background. HEL shows up. Maybe it's there because it's white and I can't see it and I haven't erased it. That's probably what it is. So I'm blaming the program for something that is my problem. I use this slide that I have set up, and you can see all of my slides basically follow this format. They have deleted some. I changed the size, changed the color of the letter, and then I go about animating them. I hope you found this valuable, and if you like it, please do. And if you want more, hit the subscribe button, and you don't have to go chasing me down. Thank you.